Welcome back, Lego enthusiasts, to Heart of a Kid Productions. As I always say, as long as you have the heart of a kid, you can enjoy everything and anything. Now, let's get right into it. I know it's been a minute, a real minute. Anyways, guys, I bought a couple sets, and we're going to start review on something that I've actually built. So let's get right into it. And as you can see, right from the front is the up house. And this thing is sold out everywhere. I was able to get my hands on it the first day, and I've added it to my collection and actually have built it. And as you can see, it's got Doug, Russell, and Carl Fredrickson. And I love the Carl Fredrickson. He actually looks like one of my coworkers that I work with. So it's funny because he wants that figure. So I'm actually going to give him that figure as a gift. Doug, obviously the squirrel. The little boy, obviously he's printing on his shirt, is amazing with all the actual patches. And then I love Carl Fredrickson's because his has the little grape little bottle cap, which is really cool, that him and Ellie shared. So really nice. And then the dog mold is amazing for Doug, so awesome. But yeah, looks really good. Now the little boy kind of fits the little chubby look, not 100%, but it's kind of hard to do that, especially if you know, he's got all those patches, and then his face, I can only do so much, but looks really good. Love it. They all have alternate faces, which is great. Yeah, so it's looking really good. So we'll go ahead and just put that back a little bit so you guys can see, and I'll bring the minifigures out. So right now, let's go ahead and put that down. So that's Carl Fredrickson, and he's looking really good. So as you can see, he's got his stern face. Really, really cool. I love the suit with the bow. And then obviously he's got his little walker. Would have been great if they could have made those little tire pieces like green, like a dual mode, because obviously they're tennis balls. But I understand they did what they could with what they had, and you know, it's not a big deal. So, you know, very, very cool. As you can see, has some, kind of hard to tell on this, but he does have some back printing. Just very plain, clean. But he does have an alternate face. His alternate face, let's go ahead and just take off his hair, is actually right here. He has kind of a smirk, a little smirk, like he's smiling. So, you know, because he kind of doesn't smile, which is funny because my coworker doesn't smile ever, so he's always looks like this, but that's just his face. It's just his normal look. So kind of funny that one of my employees actually looks exactly like Carl Fredrickson. So he's gonna want this piece. I'm gonna actually display this at my work in my office, so it'll be all together. But when I get my second one, obviously I'm gonna keep everything, but I am providing my coworker this minifigure because he wants it because it looks like him. So kind of funny. All right, next we have little Russell right there. And I love the patches. The patches that he has on here is amazing. Looks so good. And he has this full backpack too, like with, you know, everything you need, his fork, his little pan, his cup for coffee, and then a horn. So really cool. Nice little build, connects. And then he also has an alternate face, and his is a super smiley face. See if you guys can see that a little bit better focused. Yep. And then on the front, he's smiling as well. The other one's a little more smiley. And then the hat is a dual mold with the hair in it. Yeah, it's kind of, I don't know. It just doesn't match Russell from the Up Pixar movie as much 100%. You know, it just, I don't know. There's something about it that just doesn't fit. It looks great still. I mean, I love it. Everything looks good. The torso looks great. It's just the face does not 100% sell me that that's Russell. But, you know, still a great piece. I'm not complaining. Looks good. 2 pieces, and the whole outfit is awesome. So, really cool. And then we get Doug. Oh, Doug. Now, Doug is awesome. This mold for Doug is probably the best mold I've seen for a dog, especially something compared from an actual movie. And it just looks so good. It has the collar, and obviously the detailed nose, significant nose piece. That he just, it just looks so good. So I'm so glad I'll be getting a second one, because obviously I'll have 2 in the future. But yeah, the Doug set mold is just amazing. So I can't complain about this. And it fits on the studs with the bottom right there. The tail, everything looks perfect on him. So, but what I also wanted to show was they have another printed piece. I'm just gonna place this right here. And it has the money for Paradise Falls. So really cool, the little jar with money for them to go to Paradise Falls. But what's great about this piece is it's printed. So you have all the money in there. So like, great, but where's the Paradise Falls? Where does it say? It just shows the money in the jar. No, you turn it around and look at that. It is printed Paradise Falls on the other side. And then obviously the money on the other side. That is so cool. Probably one of the best pieces you can find. Now, if this doesn't, you know, go up in value in general, just for this piece alone, I mean, this set itself, I'm sure, you know, it'll go up. But for me, like, this is just my childhood. I obviously grew up watching this. I'm older, so I watched this as I was older compared to a lot of younger people. But this is still an amazing set, and to have this printed is just so beautiful. So, you know, this set in general, like, is just awesome, and it's only like $60. So it's great. It's small, but it's totally worth what it is. So it also comes with the little balloon area with the squirrel, which is really cool. So this little balloon tank filling up the balloons, because obviously Carl works as a balloon vendor, and you know, little mailbox right there. So he's got all his balloons, and this is at his house because obviously he blew up all the balloons so he can float away instead of getting taken away, you know. And really cool, just beautiful little set. Like that it has a little squirrel involved in it, so that's cool. But yeah, and just a little fence area that you can add, you know. And if you make a mock and build the house and then add a front fence, you can have, you know, multiple balloons and stuff, tanks filling around if you get multiple of these sets. So really cool. And let's get down to the house itself. All right, the house. Now, the house is not huge. It is really nice, really beautiful. So let me back up a little bit so you guys can see a little more detail. So it's very tiny, very small, but it fits, it works, you know. And for $60, it's not bad. Piece count was $5.98, so not terrible. But I love these front windows. I love this little front area, the porch. And the funny thing is I already showed you everything, but everything else is stickers, which I hate. But for some reason, I was on point today, and I got every sticker on there perfect. I don't know how I did it perfect without having to reapply or readjust, but I was on point. And I had my 4-year-old talking to me while I was doing it, so usually I need to focus more, but I was on it today. So that door right there is actually a sticker, and it looks really good, and it's a sticker on both sides. So it has the same pattern on the right, but then it has like a lock mechanism on the back, so really cool. And then it comes with the obviously the little rooster at the top, which is the thing he uses to control, and then this little beautiful balloon setup where the balloons just attach, and then you kind of just put them all together so to make it just one big balloon. And obviously if you get more sets, you can kind of work it and do something. And I know all the mock builders are going to do something. Somebody's going to make this a modular. You know, I don't know how many sets it's going to take, or how many pieces, but it definitely could be built into a modular. So let's turn this around so you guys can see. So very beautiful colors, very cool. And then obviously the balloons coming out of the chimney. So like I said, everything else is stickers, so not a big deal. I was able to apply them, not terrible, but it has a little TV there. Really cool. There's something in the attic there that I'm going to show you in a little bit. Really great piece. And then obviously the bed, which is cool because my son actually grabbed Carl and just laid him in the bed. It's a little small, but if you lay him just right, like my son did, of course I'm having trouble, but he laid him down perfectly. There we go. And he was able to, you know, like he's sleeping. Obviously he wasn't holding his little cane thing, but my son was like, he's sleeping. And I was like, oh yeah, so that was actually really cute. But yeah, the bed's really nice, built really interesting, just nice little fit, really good. And then there's a picture of his wife, I believe, on her bike when she was younger, so that's nice. Another sticker piece, and then over here another sticker piece with a bird right above the leaf or the little plant. So really cool. And like I said, the back of the door right there, see, as you can see, it has the lock and all the different locks and attachments. But that's a sticker too. So I just happen to get them perfect on both sides, which is amazing in general. And then as you can see here, it's got the recorder for music. It has Carl's chair right there. It has a little blue red bird, and then it has a compass right there. And then there's pictures. So there's the falls, really nice. And then a picture of his wife when she was older, and then him and his wife, obviously looking amazing when they got married. And then him when he was a little guy. And then a picture of a nice little forest. And those are all sticker elements. And again, they came out perfect. I was able to get them all right. And as you can see, so this piece right here, it did not come with it. This is one of my own. So I threw this in here, and I'll show you why I threw that in here in a minute. But there's another piece in the attic here that I want to get out. So let's go ahead and pull this out. And also, right back there is where this piece right here, that little stud, is where the little Paradise Falls money jar goes. I took it out so you guys could actually see it, so I didn't have to struggle getting it out while I was doing this review. But in here comes with a little book, and it comes with the little story, Once Upon a Time, that's printed, which is great. What's not printed is the front, which is my adventure book. Now, what's great is, again, I got this sticker on here, perfect in my opinion. It looks perfect. I wish it was printed. That would have been awesome. But it goes in this little thing in the attic, because later on when he's reminiscing, he finds this book in the attic, and just, you know, if you haven't seen the movie, definitely you need to go watch the movie. So don't want to give any spoilers away, but really nice, really nice. And then Carl Fredrickson sits in that seat, and he fits in there perfectly. I actually set him in there earlier, so let me see if I can get him in here with one hand while I'm working this. Let's see, yeah, all right, got him. So he sits right in there, which is really cool because he's in his living room sitting down. And now the reason I put this here is because obviously there's a green kind of floor mat right there, and I was trying to place the dog right here just to have him sitting, but given this is lower, the dog does not fit without it kind of having an issue or hanging off. So what I did was I just got a clear stud. Now if I had another like piece this color, I would actually just add it there, like maybe a whole strip or whatever, just so it blends in better. But I just put the dog there on a stud, and he's able to sit inside in front of Carl, like, you know, that's my master. So really cool, really cool. And if I find another nougat piece, or 4 or 1x4 or 2x4, excuse me, I'll put it right there because it'll blend in. You won't even be able to tell. And then, you know, but from here, it's not even a big deal. It doesn't look bad. I like that Fredrickson's right there. And then maybe I should put his smiling face on because he's home. He's got Doug now, and he's a lot happier. So really cool. And then obviously the little boy, yeah, Russell here, he does not fit with that backpack anywhere in this place. So he's either at the front door or you got to take his backpack off to get him in. But as you see, there's just not much you can do with this little house in general. I mean, it's a nice little play feature. It looks really cool. You got the TV upstairs. You got the bed upstairs where he can lay. And my son, like I said, he placed him, and he was like, he's sleeping. So it was really cute. And but I like that you can sit Carl Fredrickson in there and Doug, and then you can take the backpack off, and if you want to place that, you know, somewhere else, he can stand in the doorway area right there or in the front. So that's really cool. And then also in the front, you can actually have Carl Fredrickson standing at the front door. But again, the kid has got so much. This is like 4 studs wide. He's just standing at the door talking to him. So you could have Carl right there and the dog outside. But unless you make this modular or add like a front yard And obviously we have the front yard piece. Obviously, if you want to make a whole front yard, you can do that to where you can have Russell walking up to the main door to knock on it, and have Carl either inside with the door open looking at him, or him on the porch, you know. But right now, still, this set is beautiful. It's really cool. I can't complain. I'm really glad I got this, and I'm looking forward to getting a second one. So that's actually really cool. But yeah, it looks really cool. The colors are amazing. I can't complain. Just looks so good. The figures are amazing. Like I said, that Paradise Falls piece, awesome. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Like I said, as long as you have the heart of a kid, you can enjoy everything and anything. But you know I've been super busy. I know it's been a month since I've posted a video. I've just been super busy. I haven't even had time to work on my car dealership, but I have done stuff on it a couple weeks ago. I just haven't posted about it recently. And then I also picked up a bunch of new sets as well, that I will just be showing off a haul of the things that I've actually purchased. So you'll see a couple haul videos when I have time to make them. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys picked up this set, if you plan on making a modular, I look forward to seeing what people do with it. But it is awesome. So I will talk to you all again later, and please leave a comment, a like, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll talk to you then. All right, bye guys.